Tarnished of no renown. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
I arose in unfamiliar settings, but knew that I must strive forth. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. These were the words that greeted me. I did not know what an Elden Lord was, just that I must become one, apparently. I came to a door that seemed to bar my way. I debated looking for another route, but then I decided I should try to open it. The door creaks open with an ominous groan, showing a world filled with golden orbs and leaves, and a vast land before me. Bloodstains upon the ground in front of me. Ones that evoke memories of warriors falling off cliffs for some reason. All their paths seem to lead them to contemplate the end, even when they are at the beginning. I do not know who these souls are, but I am perplexed by their willingness to leap into a chasm, without care for what may come. I feel compelled to leave a warning for others that I might stop this madness. Be wary of Cliff, I say, wondering if it will help any of these poor souls find the stairs slightly off to the left. But we continue on and we find more bloodstains. Apparently some souls did find the stairs, only to run back up and take the leap into oblivion anyway. I do not understand this behavior. One must strive forward, not back. Gravity keeps claiming these souls. Before me is an old bridge. I wonder if it will hold my weight, or if I too will plummet down below to join the other unfortunate souls who've met their demise far, far below. I see another spirit that yet lives, without armor or clothes, but they vanish as quickly as they appear. I can only hope these ghostly souls I see that live on in other worlds avoid the fate of others. Messages speak to me of troubles ahead. Apparently, someone knows what is ahead. It is a rump that is ahead. We will face this rump, and we will find our destiny at the foot of the statue of Marika. We sense the approach of the rump. The rump is here, but we must fight as much as we can. But the rump is strong. We have been overcome by the rump. I find myself broken and upon the ground, dead once more, knowing that I will soon get back up, only to stumble forth through the world, and most likely die again and again, for that is my fate. I wonder what a horse is doing down here. If it is going to eat me and end this all.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
With the strange woman gone, I feel the life come back to me. With a groan, I push myself up taking in my dank, damp surroundings. Trying to figure out where the rump has knocked me off into. And if I might ever climb out of this dark hole and see the light once more. We find a message telling us to offer suffering. I can only take it as a premonition of the suffering we will endure. The cave of knowledge lies below, another message says. Usually one does not jump into pits for knowledge. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. The pale, disfigured ghost beckons me into the hole as well. With so much peer pressure, I feel the impulse to jump into the hole. I find pain on my landing, but I am still alive. Unlike those poor souls that plummeted off the cliff. I take a drink and feel the heat renew my life. Finding a sight of grace, I extend a hand to ignite it. Almost as if it was a campfire of sorts. Before moving on, I decide to check my other weapon. Finding a hefty halberd. A much better weapon for reach than a sword. See ahead that zombies inhabit this cavern. I wonder what brought them in here. But knowing that their souls are pretty much lost, I can only put them out of their misery for good. Well, they know not what they do. They feel only the base instinct to move forward and swing. Forward, swing at anything that approaches them. Sometimes they're in a daze, but they're quickly brought out of it on approach of me. We'll press forward through this cave of knowledge. Recall the arts of war that were long forgotten and led to my first demise and then my second. I see a soldier upon the cliff ahead. His aim is somehow true, but he misses his second shot. He appears to have stopped aiming. I find some raw fruit as I continue on. I see another soldier ahead, this one armed with a spear and a shield. He raises the shield in challenge. But he does not guard himself well, and eventually an opening forms. Again, more spirits phase in. I briefly see their own struggles through this cave. But I cannot linger upon them, for they vanish quickly, and I myself must press on ahead. More zombies inhabit the area. We will defeat them one by one. We find the man with the arrow. He still wants to shoot us. But surely he realizes how futile his actions are. He is quickly defeated, unceremoniously. And we must continue on. Only to find more zombies. Several soldiers in a cave filled with zombies. It is intriguing in its own way, but I do not have the answer for why they were down here with the undead. This zombie almost seems to have a spark of life, as if he is searching for something. What is this, a base instinct, a barest recollection? They must still be put down. This creature appears to be looking for something, but I know not what, just that it is in my way and must be disposed of. I wonder if these zombies were supposed to teach me the arts of war. I do not know. Only that they are a minor hindrance to my progress forward. We come upon a statue of Marika in disrepair, but we offer our prayers to it nonetheless. Before we continue on, see a veil of mist informing us that a threat lurks beyond. Ahead I see a soldier. Is this a worthy adversary, unlike any other in this cave? I do not know. He seems to be worthy, but his first move leaves him open, and he falls into a heap upon the ground. I had my hopes up for a challenge, only to find myself disappointed in the results that I came across. I have circled around, gone from the depths of the cave of knowledge up to the peaks of understanding. I re-entered the same room I was in before, in other words. Finding the newfound strength, I decide I will continue onward. For we must leave these dark depths and seek the Elden Ring as we were told to. Violating the Golden Order if necessary to do this. For it is the only thing upon our minds, is forward and struggle. They come upon more grace. We ignite it, but we have no time to linger. No time to rest. We can only move forwards for now. As the door opened, and I stepped outside, into the glory of these lands, I can see the Erd Tree, and I know that I have crossed the fog and entered the lands between. This is where I was called, drawn to, after grace touched me once more, and I must press onward, wherever my fate may lead.